Hello and welcome back to the Monsters of Monster Hunter Double Cross, where today we're focusing on Gendrome, but unfortunately, all the G-rank quests featuring Gendrome are buggy. But at least there are such quests. So we are going to do a buggy quest featuring only a Gendrome, but still, it's a buggy quest, so if you see weird things happening, like me jumping off of the air or getting hit by nothing or the quest continuing well after we deal with the Gendrome, don't worry about it. It's a known issue. I don't know whether or not Capcom's ever going to patch it, but it's just how it is. And we have to accept it like that. Thankfully, the game shouldn't end up crashing and we shouldn't end up stuck in the quest. We just have to kill the Gendrome and then wait for the game to decide that the quest is over. And it might take us a while to find the Gendrome. Like, even if we're actively searching like we are right now, sometimes it just takes a while to show up. Because actively searching for a Gendrome is definitely the thing that I'm doing right now. Not anything else. I mean, what would I even be doing right now if it wasn't actively searching for a Gendrome? Because there have been some naysayers the past couple episodes, and I'm just wondering what the heck it is that they think they see, because I can tell you that what you're not seeing right now is me fighting a crab. That's just simply not happening. There were people who thought I was fighting a crab in an earlier episode, too, when it didn't happen then either. So, like, I don't know where these people get these crazy ideas, but they're certainly not based in reality. That much I can tell you. Kind of weird how my sharpness just went down spontaneously. Sharpness usually doesn't go down when you're just searching for a monster. But again, this is a buggy quest, so things like that are to be expected. Oh, hey, look, the Gendrome showed up. But I hope it'll be kind enough to wait here, because this dirt is carvable for some reason. Okay, let's play with this Gendrome. It's at least got a different patterning on its scales than Velocidrome and Geodrome. Like, its stripes are actually, like, it's got the colored bars, and those have different coloration on either side of them. It's probably an attempt by the designers to give the impression of aposematic coloring, you know, warning colors. It's probably this thing advertising to any other creatures that it encounters that I've got some paralytic toxins, you best stay away. Actually, getting a closer look, it looks like they don't actually have separate bands of coloration. It's just slightly lighter around the edges of the different colors. Yeah, it's not the whole scale on either side that's got the lighter coloration, but there's definitely some lighter coloration separating the two colors out. You know what? I'm beginning to think this Gendrome might be too much for me right now. I'm gonna go and fight it again when I feel more ready for it. So we're gonna explore around the dunes for a bit, because it is a fairly pretty area in HD. I mean, hey, it's got some stuff. Sometimes I just like to fight sand. It's weird, I know, but I mean, hey, when you're gonna play a game for hundreds or thousands of hours, sometimes you do have to invent your own fun. Oh, looks like this sand might want to fight back. That's interesting. Because, I mean, there's definitely not a monster other than Gendrome here. That's simply not the case. This is just some aggressive sand. Did I just get it? I did break part of the sand. And this Hermitar does not want me to throw a fishing lure into this sand. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to fight sand. Usually. Apparently, sometimes stuff like that happens. I mean, how about that Gendrome, guys? Like, was that thing actually as dangerous as I'm feeling like it was? Because I definitely have my concerns. I'm still worried about whether or not I can go in there and give it a fair fight. Always nice to get a 1 scrape sharpen, even when you're just fighting sand. I don't know where this sand thought it was going, but certainly didn't get there. Seems the sand is swimping. Well, I'm definitely feeling much more confident about our chances against the sand than against the Gendrome, so I'm going to see if we can't finish it off. Besides, sand has no reason to fight back. That's just weird. And it seems we've got some more carvable dirt. Though, thankfully, the sand has settled down. Though I'm still not feeling ready to challenge the Gendrome, so I think I'm going to go just explore the dunes a bit more. Though I am going to take the exact same path I did before, because I feel like we didn't get a good enough look at these places. Like, oh, there's Renoplos here. And, like, there's some spires. Look, more spires. That one's got a hole in it. Then there's a tree. Some nifty arches. And up there, we've got one of the native vibrating trees. And another one down there. They're indigenous to this region. And I think I see some mud that might need a lesson shown to it. It's definitely not a monster. It's just a pile of mud. It's a loud pile of mud. Mud usually isn't that loud. That's... Again, this is a buggy quest. Things are gonna get weird. Okay, this mud seems to have calmed down a little bit now. We can get in some real good damage. I appear to have cut part of the mud off from the rest of the mud. I mean, I knew going into it that this quest was buggy and would get weird. I never knew how weird it would get. I mean, we were able to fight sand and mud and even some air. It's just weird. And today I learned that mud could fall into a pit trap. The things you learn when you're on buggy quests. Oh no, it's the Gendrome again. This Gendrome's very scary, and I want it to leave. Didn't expect to actually get a jump off the mud at that point. I feel like I'm getting kind of close to being ready to actually take on that Gendrome. It's starting to feel more possible. I mean, it's of course not completely possible yet. I think it'll still take some more time. But it's getting there. I'm getting my confidence. Though my completely whiffing on jumping on this mud is certainly sapping some of that confidence a little. It had to happen eventually. I am fighting mud. Is it just me, or is this mud getting muddier? Also, it annoys me that I can't step over there. Wonder where this mud is going. Either way, I'm going to carve this piece of it. Still, though, that That Gendrome really is terrifying. Its aposematic coloring is working. Like, just looking at it, I feel intimidated and like I shouldn't go anywhere near it. I know we're going to have to for the quest, but still, I'm gonna push it until I feel comfortable going after it. It's really got me shaken. And the mud is limping. Which is something I've never seen mud do before, but I guess it can happen. Hey look, it's the mud again. Mud is limping again. How strange. Well, it looks like the mud calmed down. Oh no, it's the Gendrome! But you know what? I think carving this dirt here is giving me the courage I finally need to deal with it. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm ready to deal with this Gendrome. It's taken a while, but I'm finally there. Yep, I definitely got all the courage I needed there. I guess the Gendrome really wasn't as scary as its coloring makes it look. Yeah, it was the most intimidating Gendrome I've ever seen. The Gendrome in this quest it's scary, and made even more so by the fact that this quest is just so plagued by bugs. Dirt and mud that attack you. Air that's just so solid you can jump off it. Yeah, it's a weird quest and an intimidating Gendrome, but it's dead. We did it. May have taken us a while, but we did it. And it's yet another quest that gives rewards that have parts of monsters that weren't in the quest. Because Gendrome was the only monster in that quest. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. Join us next time for Iodrome, and I'm pretty sure there's at least one Iodrome quest that isn't buggy. See you then, friends.